Good evening and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. We're going to make the weekly swap embellishment from over on Ginger's Corner for rock, paper, scissors. This is going to be, mine is a video game one, but I'm going to show you some other stuff and talk about some other things that you could do with it. And this one should go pretty fast. So I'm going to kind of do the twist while I'm working, but I'm just going to talk you through it first. I did the title part of it on my silhouette, and I just did the 2 offsets like I do a lot for my titles. And the font I used on this one was Salted Butter. And then I just added an oval and welded it in there so that I would have a place to set my little controller or whatever I want to use there. This is a little die that I got at Scrapbook Convention. It's one of the first ones I ever bought at the Tall Mouse booth where she has those little inexpensive dies. And you do have to kind of dress it up a little. It's cute to just put it on your layout this way, but it cuts out all of these things, so you need something for your background. So today what I did is I die cut it, and then I glued it on a piece of black and then fussy cut around that, and then that got me this. And then I did some in yellow, I did some controllers in yellow, some controllers in red, and then I have some that I'm going to keep that are actually in black. And so I had these little pieces that it cuts out to use to paper piece. So that's how I got all of my different colors and pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and just start assembling this, and then I'll talk to you a little bit more at the end, but I want to go ahead and do the twist while I'm doing this because this is going to go really fast. So the twist today, I think the last twist I did came from James also. This is just a few verses down, and it's James chapter 1, verses 16 and 17, and I'm only doing kind of the first part of 17. The emphasis is really on 16 tonight. I've done this verse before, but I'm kind of taking a different angle on it tonight. And it says, "Do not be deceived, my dear brothers and sisters. Every good and perfect gift is from above." And that's the part I'm going to concentrate on. The rest of verse 17 says, "Coming down from the Father of heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows." So like I said, I've used this verse before. I've quoted this verse numerous times and read it and used it for various things. But I have never really thought about verse 16 in conjunction with it and what an effect verse 16 has on verse 17. I mean, as Christians, we know that everything that's good comes from God. But look at what verse 16 says. Do not be deceived about where the good things come from. Don't be deceived. That just kind of hit me in the face when I was reading it today. Because Satan's craftiest trick to draw us away and to draw us into worldly things is deceit. If we can begin to think, oh, I'm healed because I had the perfect doctor. If it hadn't been for that doctor, I would have never gotten over this. Or we might say something to, my hard work is what gained me, this promotion at work or something like that. Or the way I've raised my children is what made them turn out as good as they are. When we start to think like that, we have fallen into Satan's trap, because very clearly we have been deceived, because nothing we can do, nothing that a doctor can do can help us. Nothing we can do can gain us anything. Every good thing is from God. And so when we start to give the credit anywhere else, then we've been deceived. Everything is from Him, and all credit and all praise should be given to Him. He uses worldly people, He uses worldly things, but it's all The source is all from him. Okay, so I have this put together. Very simple. I'm going to go ahead now and paper piece this little part. So, like I said, these are just the pieces from the other little controllers that I had cut out. Just going to fill in the spots. Now, I did not fill in these little things on the end. I just let the black under. And I could have done the same thing on these, but I just wanted that little bit of dimension there. So I went ahead and used now I'm struggling on that one. Went ahead and used the little black circles. And then on the red controller, I'm going to use the ones that came out of the yellow. So we got the 4 little dots. And you could just back it and leave all of that in the black and it would be fine. But I thought, I have these paper pieces, why not use them? Okay, that's got all the little buttons. I'm telling you, my grandsons would be on these video games 24/7 if we allowed them to. Now, I am going to attach this, but if you're on my team, I want you to know it is just barely attached. I mean, barely, barely. So you can take it off. I mean, look at that, just barely, barely. You can take it off, or you can secure it better if you want to use this one. Or you can take it off, because I'm going to move this a second. Look at this one that I did, and I just put some stickers. These are, we couldn't do that. Mine, I will put the controller up on foam, but this is a weekly swap, so we have to keep it flat. But look how cute it is with the baseball stuff. I had a little deck of cards, like a little hand of cards, actually. So if you wanted to do it for a bridge game or a card game you were playing, or put dominoes on there, or a bowling pin and a bowling ball, or a basketball, you could do anything in the world with this. And so I barely, barely attached this so that if you want to take it off and put something else on there, you have that option. So let me give you a close-up, and if you're on my team, don't forget that you have that option. There's your close-up. And thank you so much for dropping by. If you haven't already subscribed, all of us here on Ginger's Corner, all of us everywhere, appreciate you so much. And it encourages us when you drop by our channel and you watch our videos, and when you give us a comment, just like puts us on cloud 9. And if you give us a thumbs up, it helps our channel to grow. And so just thank you for dropping by and just spending this few minutes with me. And if you're not a subscriber, I would love it if you would. I'm trying to hit 1,000, and when I hit 1,000, we're going to do something fun and have a giveaway. And in the description below, I am going to put all of the information if you want to see other people and their take on this swap, or just go over and join Ginger's Corner if you want to. And also, I just want to tell you, have a blessed day and be a blessing to someone else. Thank you.